Yo, what's good, boys? It's your Hottake Duo here, and I'm B Ford.
I'm Falcon Dotson. Now let's get right into the video. All right, quick intro, boom. First, we're gonna go over our previous week predictions. I started off pretty strong for your boy, 14-2 in predictions. The only loss was Buccaneers and Jaguars. What'd you do before?
I was 11-5. I didn't start off. I started off. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. But we're gonna get stronger. And I just started this on the spot. He doesn't even know what I'm gonna say. I think at the end of this NFL season, whoever has the worst record, it's gonna do a punishment live.
Yeah, he has not told me that. I swear. I love that. I
just thought of it on the spot, and you guys
get to pick the punishment.
All
right, maybe nothing a little too crazy.
No.
None. Oh, you just want to let him have it?
The most liked comment
in all the
in this video. No, hold on. Towards the end, we'll make another announcement when to drop your comments. But that most liked comment, the loser is going to have to do, and we're going to do it live. Okay. And y'all don't forget with our 100 subscriber giveaway live, you get to come.
We're gonna make merch very soon for us, so we're repping it in the games.
Yeah.
In the podcast episodes.
But with all that said,
let's roll into it.
And both our parlays did not hit.
No, they did not.
Not even close.
No.
Not even close.
I think I got a James Conner DT, TD. Bijan did not score. I do not think Ladd scored.
Dude had a hell of a game though.
Yeah. But to go over, we want to go over our biggest prediction win in the previous week.
That each of us we didn't get the
Yeah,
same
we want to go on two. One I got right and he got wrong, and then one he got right, I got wrong. My biggest one by far and away is the Colts. I predicted the Colts to go into or stay at Luke Soul and beat the Broncos. Now, obviously, the game-winning field goal missed, but there was that unnecessary roughness on the long snapper, so he got to re-kick it 15 yards closer for the win. Spencer Schrader for the win. Daniel Jones looked great. My prediction was exactly spot on. I thought it'd be more of a low-scoring affair, but a win's a win.
And then mine was the Bengals and the Jags.
I got the Jags.
Everyone didn't think the Bengals would do too good because they didn't look too good the first week.
Mm-hmm. They always start off slow.
And the Jags, they look pretty good that first week. So in my books, we'll say it's a big win because Joe Burrow did get hurt.
Yeah, Jake Brown. Once Joe Burrow went down, I was like, dude, yeah.
But
when Joe Burrow went down, they were down. I think it was 14-7. But
like I said, I did say Jamar Chase would pop off.
Mm-hmm. Had a good game.
So,
all right, now we're gonna go into next week's predictions. Now this week, since we record on Fridays, we're gonna predict next week's Thursday night game. So we missed the Dolphins and Bills game this week. We will no longer miss those games. We're going to predict week 4 Thursday night game as the final game. We're going to end with that. So we're going to start off with Sunday 1 o'clock games. So first we're going to go the Bengals at the Vikings. I believe that's at. I believe they're on the left side.
Okay.
They're at. This is the home team. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong.
If he's wrong,
it's okay.
Who cares? But this is going to be a toss-up game. Both backup quarterbacks entering the game, and who's going to prove themselves? Is it going to be Jay Jettas or is it going to be Jamar Chase?
This is a huge game.
Who's going to settle as the number 1 receiver?
I can't wait. I know who I'm going to pick. I want you to pick, and
give me the Bengals again.
Oh wow, we're opposite.
Give me the Bengals again. Jamar Chase is going to pop off. It don't matter who throwing him that rock. He going to get the job done.
I love it.
Give me the Bengals.
I love it. I'm going to go the Vikings. No, I don't think either of us have a hot take here. I think it's a very toss-up game. Carson Wentz is the starting quarterback, I believe. Aaron Jones is hurt. He is 100%. Okay. But Jordan Mason, in my opinion, was already the better back. So this is an opportunity for him to shine. I think Carson Wentz is going to go out there and ball. Brian Flores runs a top-notch defense. Obviously, last week against the Falcons, they were able to hold him to no touchdowns in the red zone, except the one at the end. With Tyler Algier, but their red zone defense was top notch. He always gives the offense crazy looks. I don't know if Jake Browning's gonna be able to handle all of that. I think the Vikings win pretty handily, in my opinion. I think they win by probably 2 scores.
I will say this though, Jordan Mason, he came in last year when CMC got hurt. Dude, ball.
He's a baller. He's a baller. He's on my fantasy team. I drafted him because I knew Aaron Jones. I wasn't predicting an injury, but I knew, in my opinion, Jordan Mason was going to take the job, especially at this rate, by week 6 or 7. 6 or 7.
Quit with that brain rot stuff, man.
Sorry for some technical difficulties there. Someone barged in and B4's room.
And we just can't put that in there.
Yeah, I can't put that in there, so we're going to have to cut that. All right.
So you'll see a little transition. We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Texans, Jaguars. Who do you got?
I got the Jags.
You got the Jags?
Give me the Jags. I know it was a rough loss last week against Jake Browning and company, but you're going against a good Bengals team. Brian Thomas Jr. with a crucial 4th down drop. I just think the Jaguars come out with this win against the Texans. I think the Texans looked very lackluster against the Buccaneers. I just don't think they can come out there and win.
I can see that, but you got to think this has got to be a turning point for C.J. Stroud. It has to be, and if it isn't, screw me, I guess, because sophomore slump's a real thing. It's a real thing. But he's in his 3rd year. Mm-hmm. He's 0-2 to start off the year. He's got to do something this game. He has the weapons on his team. Defense is good.
Defense is really good.
They got to come out and they got to put some points. He's got to play like he did his rookie year.
It's a division game.
If he plays like he did his rookie year, the Texans are going to win. That simple. Yeah. So give me the Texans.
I'm almost not picking the Texans because of C.J. Stroud's play against. If C.J. Stroud played well against the Buccaneers, they came out with the win, and they should have come out with the win anyway.
Yeah,
makes me mad. All right, so Colts Titans. I'm gonna go with the Colts again. They got me that last week W against the Broncos. I think they do it again against the Titans. Titans have played well. Cam Ward has played surprisingly well. I'm not saying that because he's a bad player coming out the draft.
It's just seeing who he has.
The roster is not. The roster's pretty bad. Running backs are not good. The receiving room's the worst in the league. Defense is not.
They
the
thought
worst.
Calvin Ridley was going to do something special.
I mean, he's not been bad, but
he hasn't been the guy.
You don't want him to be your number 1 guy to your number 1 pick.
Yeah, he hasn't been the guy they wanted him to be.
Yeah.
So, I'm also have to go the Colts here with my boy Danny Dimes. I hated on him last week. I did. But, dude, he's playing unreal ball.
Balling.
He's balling.
Yeah.
MVP candidate.
Yeah.
Entering week 3.
Yeah, Sam Darnold of this year. He's playing unreal. Was it the Giants organization? Maybe.
Maybe. But, you got to think what the Giants are doing. And I'll get into that when we talk about the Giants. And, I got a lot to say about the Giants. But I'm not going to say it yet because, they're on the schedule here, so I'll say what I got to say to the Giants later.
You'll save that for later. All right, we're going to go into the Raiders and Commanders, and the big story of that game, Jane Daniels is out. Marcus Mariota is starting. Now, if Marcus Mariota is your starting quarterback,
he ain't going to get the job.
Falcon Dotson is not picking your team to win.
No.
Not picking your team to win. I know Commanders have already not been looking as good as they were last year. And the Raiders are looking to bounce back against a kind of embarrassing loss against the Chargers, a 3-pick game for Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith goes out there and dominates. And if Marcus Mariota plays how he did on the Falcons, they're going to play bad. No. So give me the Raiders by a good 2 scores.
And I'm going to go the Raiders too, just because. Only reason I'm picking the Raiders, because of my boy, Brock Bowers. Dude's unreal. He's my Georgia boy. And there's nothing more I got to say.
He's probably the best tight end in the league. It's either him or George Kittle, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right. We'll go into the Rams at Philly. Philly, Super Bowl reigning champion. I mean, I can't remember the last time they lost a game. For real. I think it's been at least 12. I think I can't look it up right now. But they've won a lot in a row. Let's just say that. I think this is where it ends. I think the Rams front 4 gets to Jalen Hurts, who's already not having a great year. But that Eagles team is just so good it don't matter. I think that Eagles front 4 gets so much pressure on Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts cannot handle that well. Give me the Rams, a Puka Nacua masterclass. Matthew Stafford has a good game. Kyle Williams has a good game. And especially that Rams defense holds those Eagles to under 20.
He said it all. And do some say the Eagles have 2 running backs on the field?
Ooh, yeah, that was a big talking point.
And, because, your boy Jalen Hurts, he hadn't had a touchdown pass all season. And you're a quarterback, dude.
It's your job.
It's your job.
Hey, if they're 2-0, win's a win.
You're getting the win done. I just don't think that's going to be enough against this talented Rams team we're seeing so far.
Okay. I think it's a good pick.
I don't think we're going to see it.
I'm surprised we both went Philly there. That's
Rams.
Yeah. Win against Philly.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what you're saying.
Yeah. All right. The Falcons versus the Panthers. Give us the Falcons.
Rise up.
Rise up, dude. We cut Koo today. Koo's gone. Unfortunately, big thank you to Koo. It was our time to separate. I hope you do well somewhere else that's not in the division. I saw people saying sign of the Saints. You sign of the Saints, I'm burning the jersey. But, you know, it was just time to part ways. He's not been playing well. Parker Roman went out there and had a fantastic game.
I'm glad Koo wasn't playing that game.
Yeah, that could have been a loss.
It could have been.
Yeah. All right. Now let's get into the actual game. Falcons. Bijan is going to run all over these dudes.
100%.
Michael Penix is going to have a great game.
100%.
And Bryce Young is going to have so much pressure in his face from this Falcons front four. Leonard Floyd, Jenner Walker, James Pierce Jr., Brandon Dolores had a great game. Zach Harrison. Ebiketie didn't have a sack, but Ebiketie's probably a top 3 pass rusher on our team. And Caden Ellis didn't really make much noise, but he's a great pass rusher. We're getting to Bryce Young tomorrow, Sunday.
That Falcons defense, they're going to be they're going to be a top 5 defense in the league.
Tell us about the rookies before.
You want me to tell you about the
Tell
rookies?
us about the rookies.
All 4 of the rookies we drafted this year, man.
Gives you chills.
Billy Bowman, interception. First career interception in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Watts, first career interception in that game. And you think I would be done there? I'm not. Jalen Walker, first career sack game. And then James Pierce, first career sack of the game. First career sack of the season.
I love it.
I
love it.
If that doesn't justify how we won the draft this year, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. But like, is that too early to say? It could be.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going off what we've seen already.
Yeah. And Billy Bowman, in my opinion, has been a top 10 to 15 nickel.
Oh yeah.
He's played great. That pick he had wasn't just he's terrible throw by McCarthy. It wasn't the greatest throw, but he was covering him like glue. He was on top of his guy. It was great coverage.
Yeah.
The dude knew where he was going. He read his route. I mean, it was beautiful. James Pierce, and both Jalen Walker and James Pierce sacks were like, they went, it wasn't just like a sack because the quarterback ran into him or had 10 seconds in the pocket. They got there quick. Good pass rushing
and
moves.
boy, did I love seeing that Jalen Walker celly, man. I saw it in Georgia. I got to see it on Sunday. Man, boy, I had so many chills when I saw that, man. Holy crap.
All right. We'll go into Steelers and the Patriots. This is another toss-up game like it was for Pittsburgh last week. Now, Pittsburgh lost the toss-up. Bad special teams play really led to the loss. Another toss-up game. I'm going to go with the opposite end of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, I'm going to go with the Pats. I think Drake May has a good game next week. Stephon Diggs he's had kind of a quiet season. This could be a breakout game. Trayvon Henderson has not played up to par yet. None of the rookie running backs have, mainly because of weaker O-lines. But I think this could be a good game for him against a pretty good Steelers defense. I think the Patriots go out there and get this win.
And I'm going to go Steelers here. It didn't look too good last week, but I think Aaron Rodgers still got some juice left in the tank. I think he does.
You saw in week 1.
You saw it in week 1 against the Jets. But, that's the Jets. But Jets,
it's an NFL team.
It's an NFL team, But, and I really think Drake May, I think he's going to be a mediocre quarterback at best.
That's a hot take.
It is a hot take.
He's taking over Michael Penix.
He's got a lot of potential. I'll say that. I'm not saying he's got no potential at all, which he does. He does. He's got potential. But I'm saying this season alone,
you're just saying he's not going to pan out this season, but in the future it can rise.
Yeah, he's going to rise.
Okay.
He's going to rise. Okay. Rise up like the Falcons, baby.
Yeah. All right, we'll go into the Packers and the Browns. Packers. Not much more to say.
You're playing the Browns. They're not good. They're not.
They're terrible, and the Packers have looked like maybe the best team in the league along with the Buffalo Bills. Their pass rush is crazy. They have Rashawn Gary, Michael Parsons. What is the interior lineman's name? Because they traded away Kenny Clark. He's had a really... God, I cannot believe it because I was talking about him to someone earlier today. He's had a great season. I cannot believe I'm blanking, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. He's really benefited from the Michael Parsons trade. Pass rush is unbelievable. Offense has been playing really well. They're rolling on all cylinders. Super Bowl window is wide open for them.
Oh, yeah.
And the Browns are not going to be the ones to make people second question that.
Man, there's not much to say when we got Packers here.
All right. Jets, Buccaneers. Don't get me started on the Bucs. Buccaneers should be 0-2.
Should be.
Should be 0-2.
They somehow pull it off, though.
Yeah, they're 2-0, and sadly, especially with that punishment, I'm going to have to go with them being 3-0, and it's really making me mad. I hope they lose. I hope that prediction's wrong, but the Jets have not looked good. I think they're going to be missing Justin Fields. I just don't see a way the Jets to go out there and win. But
and I think the Bucs will win, but I'm going Jets here.
I love it. I hope you're right before.
I hope
he's right.
I'm right too. Because I'm 3 games behind on our record here, but I've got to step it up this week.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to step it up. So that's why I'm making a lot of different picks here, even though they might not go my way. But
it's a risky strategy, but it could work.
It's a risky strategy, but it's the NFL, man. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So give me the Jets here.
I love it. All right, Broncos at Chargers. I gotta go with Chargers here, plain and simple. I'm going to explain to you why. Chargers been playing top-notch football, been playing great. Just Herbert's look great. That defense has looked great. They do lose Khalil Mack. Broke his arm. He's not coming back. But other than that, they look fantastic. Quinn Johnson's finally playing up to where he was drafted. Finally got those hands under control. Lyle McConkey's great. Keenan Allen's back, playing great. They have Marion Hampton. I think they just go out there and beat this Broncos team, who is not playing up to standard. Defense has not looked good. They got cooked by the Colts. I did predict them to lose, but it was kind of a hot take. I didn't really know if it happened. It did happen. Their defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain, got cooked by Alec Pierce, of all people. So I just can't pick a quarterback, Bo Nix, not playing well, defense hasn't playing up to standard, versus a team that's playing really well and above what people originally thought they're going to play. Give it Chargers.
I do think the Chargers have the odds here to win. But, I do think the Broncos can turn it around here with that defense.
This very well could be about that game.
And that defense they're really good. They're really good. And I think if they want to have a season like they did last year, I think they need to turn it around here. I think Bo Nix is that guy. I think he's going to go out there and have him a game. I think that defense is going to step it up. So give me the Broncos here.
Love it. Love it. All right. Next game, Saints at Seahawks. I'm not picking that. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to go ahead and state it right now. Not picking the Saints a single time this season.
Not at all.
I don't care who they're going against. I don't care if they're going against Heritage High School right here. I'm not picking them. So, give me the Seahawks. Seahawks are obviously the better team. To give credit to the Saints, they've had 2 one-score losses, but I don't think that's going to continue at all.
Not enough against the Seahawks defense.
Their roster's terrible. Seahawks has a pretty good roster. Darnold's going to play pretty well. Jack Smith and Jigba. Kenneth Walker had a good game. Their defense has been playing really well. Just give me the Seahawks.
I'm right there with them. Give me the Seahawks too,
All right. Cowboys at Chicago. You want to start this one off?
Yeah, give me the Cowboys here. The Bears, they're not looking good. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. Like I said,
a full on
bust. I said it a couple videos ago. I said he's going to be out of the league in 5 years. And
you also said that about Shemaine Stewart.
Okay, maybe not be out of the league in 5 years, but he in 5 years he's not going to live up to the.
You think it's going to be a Mitchell Trubisky kind of backup quarterback?
Yeah,
because that's what happened on the Bears. Yeah. They trade up to get Mitchell Trubisky.
I don't think the Bears have the organization to build around a good team. I don't.
Brian Poles is not a good GM in my opinion.
Justin Fields. I'm a high believer on Justin Fields. Dude, great quarterback in college. He come out the Bears. He showed potential there. He has potential, and I just think the Bears ruin him. I really do. So, give me the Cowboys here. And I think Dak, he's been looking real good this year.
Yep.
He's been above average every year, but this year he's really stepping it up. I think him and CD are going to connect real well, and I'll get into that a little later on the parlay.
Again, I'm going to simplify what he said. Bears been playing really bad. In my opinion, Cowboys been playing pretty well. I don't see that changing for any team. Give me the Cowboys. All right. Now, Cardinals at the Niners. Now, this is, in my opinion, a toss-up game. It is a division game. Cardinals are 2-0. You're going to have to – I'm still going to have to go Niners, even led by Mac Jones. I think they go out there and get a good, solid win. I think the Cardinals have been kind of subpar, even with the 2-0 start. Just give me the Niners defense to really hold this game.
I think the Cardinals have a good team. I really do. But I'm living up to what I said last week's video with Mac Jones. Dude, he turned it. He had a pretty solid game. He threw for over 250 yards. You know, he was against the Saints, but like, you know, they're still an NFL defense, NFL team, NFL caliber team. You know, you got to be good to play. It's just that simple. And you know, give me the Niners here with Mac Jones.
All right, now Chiefs, Giants. Now I know you talked about. You said something about that game.
Yeah, I said I was going to get into the Giants a little bit later.
All right, you want to start off?
Yeah, I started off. You know, Chiefs ain't gonna win. They're gonna start off 0-3.
Whoa.
They're gonna start off 0-3. You know, I mean, they get in the Super Bowl the past 3 years. You know, they got handed that last year. They got handed it. They got it handed to them last year. You know.
You're saying the dynasty's over?
I think. I don't think it's technically over. I think they need a true receiver one. And you know, could we see a reunite Tyreek Hill? And if they get Tyreek Hill back, they're turning it around.
Wow.
But you know, with the Giants team, they've been pretty solid. You know, you give Cam Scatterbo a lot of touches. You give him the most touches in the running back room. He's going to have him a game.
Over Tom Tracy?
Yeah. And then Malik Neighbors, with Russell Wilson to Malik Neighbors combo, man, unbelievable.
It looked really good last week.
Malik Neighbors is a dog. He's going to be a top 5 receiver this year.
Oh, 100%. I believe that
100%.
too. Run Blake Neighbors is unbelievable. I put him, I may have said this already, I put BTJ over him in my preseason rankings. That's wrong. That's wrong, and I could see that 2 games in the season. Very wrong.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors is superhuman. All right, I can't pick against the Chiefs here. I can't pick against the team that's been in the Super Bowl 3 straight times to start off 0-3. I think this is a tune-up game. I think they manhandled the Giants here. Now, I'm not gonna be mad if I'm wrong about this pick either. But I can't pick against Patrick Mahomes. They're at practice right now, or maybe not right now, but this week they're pissed. You can see it on the sidelines. They're wanting this win.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So give me the Chiefs here. All right, final game of Week 3, Lions at Baltimore. This is going to be an unbelievable
toss-up
game.
here.
Yeah, this is 2 top 5 teams. Give me the Ravens. They're upset about that Buffalo loss. They're upset about losing that huge lead. Lamar, I think he's going to go out there and have an amazing game. I think Derrick Henry's going to have another game. He had a terrible game last week, but they didn't really need him. I'm going to be honest. Derrick Henry's going to have a good game. Zay Flowers has been on fire. He's going to have another good game. I'm not saying the Lions are going to play bad. I'm saying the Ravens are going to play better. Now, I know the Lions are coming off a 50-point win.
That was against the Bears.
Against the Bears, who's, you know, again, and they're when they looked good against the Vikings, that looks worse and worse, especially with the Falcons destroying them.
Yeah.
So that their one time they looked good still looks pretty bad.
You know,
Just give me the Ravens.
I'm going to go Lions here. You know, when you got St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Sam Laporta.
So many weapons.
So many weapons on the field. Like I don't see them losing. But also they're playing against the Ravens. You know, Lamar Jackson, I think he's a top 2 quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some would argue Josh Allen's better. Some would argue Lamar's better. You know, they're both
guys, man. They're both unreal.
They're insane. You know, but I'm gonna take the Lions here.
Love it.
Take the Lions here.
All right, now we're gonna go into next. This is Week 4's Thursday night game. So last week we didn't predict Dolphins, Bills. Sorry, started there. But now we're hopefully gonna be able to record like before Week 3. I mean before Thursday night games.
But if not, this is how we're gonna do it.
This is we're gonna have a change of scenery next week. Be ready for it. Be for it here, and our producer. Obviously, we haven't had a producer and a couple times because of his work schedules. It's like his work schedule is the opposite of our schedule.
Yeah,
it's been pretty rough. But now, since they're living together, it should be. Hopefully, we post on Wednesday nights. That's when we're shooting for, so you can see our predictions for the whole week.
Yep.
And he's gonna have that top-notch camera. And our most viewed videos are his 2 videos because you can just see the difference in the thumbnail and everything. Our producer is great, and we're going to be happy to have him back.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to go into the actual prediction here. All right. Cardinals at Seattle. I think the Cardinals are going to lose 2 in a row here. They're going to lose the 49ers this week. Seattle next week. Give me Seattle. I think Seattle has a pretty good team. They're going against some not great teams to start off. I don't think the Cardinals are that good, even though they're 2-0. I think that this is going to kind of put the league on notice on prime time for Seattle. Sam Darnold's going to prove why he was an MVP candidate last year. I just think they go out and get that win.
You know, and I can see that happening. But, you know, I'm going Cardinals here. Like, you know, I think it's a big turnaround year for Kyler Murray. You know, he's been really good ever since he's entered the league, but injuries have brought him down. And I think if he can stay healthy, he's going to ball out this year. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to step up. You got James Conner. Dude's a solid running back. You know, I think the Cardinals can pull off the win here.
All right, I love it. Let's count how many different picks we have, because in my opinion, this is going to be the biggest difference in picks in all the weeks. I don't think this is so many different picks. You know, most of the time, you know, you have blowout games and stuff like that. This is very different. Let me count it. Including next week's Thursday night game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 different picks here.
Wow. This could be a huge swing. This could be the difference maker in who gets the punishment.
It very so could.
Yeah.
It very so could.
All right.
So
let's go into the parlay segment.
Our new favorite segment.
Yes, I love it. Let's gamble, boys.
Let's gamble.
All right, let's gamble.
Hey, you know, let's call it let's gamble.
Let's gamble, the Let's Gamble segment.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
let's gamble.
I love it. All right. Bob, do you want to start with parlay or my parlay?
Yeah, you can start off.
All right. I'm gonna make another anytime touchdown parlay this week. I'm gonna change it up next week. But I start off with win on week 1. Obviously, I wasn't able to post that. We didn't have a week 1 thing because of scheduling issues. Week 2, it was kind of a loser.
It could have hit.
Could have hit, but it didn't.
It didn't.
This week, I think this is pretty locky. It's 3 touchdown scores. Jordan Mason, I think with Aaron Jones out, backup quarterback, they're going to rely heavy on him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great player, played great for the Niners. He's been good in what we've seen in the Vikings uniform. Give me Jordan Mason. Now, we obviously predicted the Rams to beat Philly. And I think Puka Nacua is going to lead that charge on offense.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime touchdown for Puka. I think he's going to have probably around 100 receiving yards and a touchdown. And then my final pick, he's hit it 2 straight weeks. One of them he's had multiple touchdowns. Quentin Johnston.
And why wouldn't it hit for week 3?
Why am I not? I mean, why can't it happen 3 straight weeks before? Exactly. I mean,
I don't know,
that's
man.
a look. In my opinion, those are 3 great picks. And you know the odds you're getting at that? 12.5 to 1. I bet 10. I win $125. I'm gonna put 10 on it. I'm gonna let y'all know if it hits. Hopefully it hits. I'm gonna be big in the green. I hope. Let's hope.
Let's roll into my little parlay here. You know, I got CD twice on my leg. 100+ yards receiving. He's hit it the past 2 games, and I think he finds the end zone. I think he finds the end zone
I love
this
it.
week. You know, he hasn't found it the first 2 weeks. I'm confident. I'm confident he's gonna hit that.
Yeah. Against a weaker secondary
Yeah.
in the Giants.
Yeah, and then my final leg of this parlay. You know, I got Bijan, 175+ all-purpose yards.
That's a big ass.
That's a lot.
But
That's
against
a
the
lot.
Panthers defense, it's
Yeah.
kind of rough.
It's a lock, man. Like, you know, I wanted to do 250.
I couldn't get there. I
Couldn't get it there.
And maybe I only use FanDuel, but maybe DraftKings or Caesars offers
We
it. I
didn't
check.
check, but you know, we're gonna go 175+. You know,
No, and the odds on that 26.5 to 1. You bet 10 on it, $265 in your pocket. Why can't that hit?
it's just $10.
Just
you know?
$10.
Let's gamble,
Yeah,
boys.
let's gamble. Let's gamble. All right.
That
You got
wraps it
anything else
up.
before?
That wraps it up for Let's Gamble.
All right. Let's go into the outro of the video. We're going to have change of scenery. Obviously, as stated before,
Yep.
we're really excited. Producer should be back. Hopefully, we record before the week's Thursday night game. What else? Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification.
Leave a
so you
comment
don't miss
below.
a video. Leave a comment below.
Yes, sir.
And I think that sums it up for me, man.
That sums it up. Hey, leave a comment on what you think about the facial hair change.
Yeah.
I've been told I look like a fireman with just a mustache and no, like, goatee.
Yeah.
I like it. I
I
want to know
like
if
it.
y'all like it.
I like it.
I just want us to discuss it in the comments. We'll reply to you. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear our community. All right?
And I do got one thing to say. And I swear, Mason Brown, if you leave a comment and it's a dare that I just know you're going to leave something in there.
For the punishment?
For the punishment. And I know we're not doing it off this video, but I'm scared.
Leave your ideas in the comments. Leave your
your
ideas for the
ideas.
punishment in the comments, you know?
You know?
And
But,
you're scared of Mason Brown?
Yeah,
He's one of our loyal subscribers.
he is. He's been a day one.
He's been a day one. All right? I think that's it. That's it from Falcon Dotson.
That's it for B Ford.
All right? That's the Hottake Duo signing out. We'll see y'all next week.